It's a beautiful day. As a matter of fact, it's a beautiful Friday morning. I'm here in the homestead. I'm the Frugal Gardener, and this may look familiar to you. This was a project that we did growing lettuce in a box a couple of weeks ago. To be exact, that would be looks like 6, 7. And over here, the long awaited tomatoes. If you look really close, you'll see that we finally have tomatoes. These are cherry tomatoes growing in this old water jug. Next week, I'll do a recap of everything, well, mostly everything that we planted. Some of it was starters, and let you see how things went. But today, it's all about this crate here. I saved this crate as the last project of the summer. I do have other projects, but now pretty much, I mean, we're into mid-July, and most of you guys are done with your summer planning, so I'll hold off on posting any new ideas or new items that I'm using until the fall or maybe next spring. Who knows? Depends on the response. So what I did was line this. I've been doing this for years, and if you're familiar with my channel, you know that I have several of these milk crates, and I had, well, only one person uh, complain about not being able to get these crates. But you can do this with the clothes hamper, those little clothes hampers that are, a foot or two high. You can use this with those waste paper baskets, those mesh baskets. And basically, this is landscaping material. There's a couple different types. I prefer the kind that's more material-like, more breathable, but it's very simple. You just line your crate with the material, but you have to make sure it overlaps. You have to make sure that it goes over the outside of the top, because when you put the soil in, it's going to push down into the center. And if you don't give yourself enough slack, enough extra, then the top is not going to be covered and the soil will run over the top. I had somebody once email me and told me, you don't need to line the inside of the milk crate. Well, good luck with that. These holes are huge, not to mention the handles. So I would not advise you to attempt to just throw soil in here. It's like pouring water in a cup with a hole in it. So you need to line it with something. A couple of years ago, I did a video on these, and I actually used paper bag. I used brown paper bags, and they work. They're free, and if you can get your hands on a couple of these crates, a couple of store owners, if you ask around, sometimes they'll give them to you. I'm not sure if they're supposed to or not, but the point is, if you get a paper shopping bag or two, I think I use two. It's the same principle, the same steps. You just basically line it, but the drawback is the paper ones only are going to last you for one season. These last me probably 3 or 4 years before I have to do them over. This row here cost me, well, last time I purchased it, it was about $5. They have these at, was it Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, one of those dollar stores. And one roll did 5 or 6 containers for me. Now, as to what I am planting, here are my choices: carrots, carrots, or carrots. All carrots are not alike. These carrots I selected because they have different lengths. As you can see, these are rainbow carrots, and the third difference is not so noticeable, and that is the harvest days. These carrots here, I wrote it on the outside so you don't have to hunt for it yourself. 65 days to harvest. If you look at these here, these are 72 days to harvest. The rainbow carrots, they give you a range. So that's 65 to, looks like 70. 65 to 70 days to harvest. So they're similar, but not the same. You can go from 65 days up to 72 days. So it depends on which carrots you use. I'm in a festive mood today, so I'm going to use these guys. I'm going to use the rainbow carrots. Why? Because I haven't used those in a video before, and I think it's going to be fun. So I will fill this up with soil, and I will plant these carrot seeds. Basically, it's a simple process. They go on the top. It'll tell you on the instructions that you want these almost on the surface. You don't want to put these down too far because they will not germinate if you put them too deep. And I always tell you to make holes. This time is the exception. You don't need drainage holes when you use this type of material because the water is going to find its way out on its own. So we have done a couple of months worth of these projects, a couple of Fridays worth, probably 8 or 9. And I'm concluding with this one, but I am going to link to the other project, so don't go anywhere. I'm pretty sure, well, except for my friend in the UK, you guys probably may have missed one or two of these, and I appreciate it if you click on the link and go back, because some of these projects are really interesting and they're fun, and most of all, for the most part, they're free. These are upscale and recycle, and there are a lot of other words that people use for these, but the basic goal here is to save you guys money. Please subscribe. I have other videos that I put up during the week. I post 2 or 3 times a week. I'm the Frugal Gardener. I hope you subscribe. I hope you hit the notification bell. And remember what I always say. When you grow your own food, you'll always know where it comes from. You have a great day and go out and grow something. Catch you on the next video.